Cheryl Miller draws compelling parallels between Caitlin Clark Angel Reese dynamic and Bird Magic rivalry. Cheryl Miller's insightful comparison of Clark-Reese and Bird Magic dynamics. Basketball icon Cheryl Miller has long been a prominent voice in discussions surrounding the WNBA and the emerging talents within women's college basketball. Cheryl Miller has long been a prominent voice in discussions surrounding the WNBA and the emerging talents within women's college. Recently, she took her analysis a step further, drawing intriguing parallels between the dynamic rivalry of Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and the legendary competition between Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. During her appearance on the All Facts, No Breaks podcast, hosted by Keyshawn Johnson, Miller explored the essence of rivalry in sports, highlighting how the relationship between Clark and Reese mirrors that of two of basketball's greatest icons. Rivalry in the spotlight. Miller's commentary comes at a time when both Clark and Reese are making headlines for their exceptional performances on the court. Clark, known for her sharp shooting and playmaking abilities, has captured the attention of fans and analysts alike. Meanwhile, Reese has emerged as a powerhouse, showcasing her skills and competitive spirit. The tension and excitement surrounding their matchups have sparked conversations about the potential for a rivalry that could shape the narrative of women's basketball in the coming years. Just as Bird and Magic captivated audiences with their fierce competition, Miller believes that Clark and Reese possess the qualities to create a similar legacy. Beyond the game, Miller's insights delve deeper than just statistics and game highlights. She emphasized the cultural impact of rivalries in sports, suggesting that the Clark-Reese dynamic could transcend the court, engaging a new generation of fans and inspiring future athletes. The way these two players carry themselves, both in victory and defeat, reflects the kind of sportsmanship and charisma that characterized the Bird-Magic rivalry. As Miller articulates her thoughts, it becomes clear that she sees the potential for a rich narrative to unfold as Clark and Reese continue to develop their careers. The emotional investment from fans, along with the players' passion for the game, could ignite a fervor akin to what basketball enthusiasts experienced during the peak of the Bird and Magic era. Through her analysis, Miller not only honors the legacy of past legends, but also shines a light on the bright future of women's basketball, where rivalries like that of Clark and Reese could become defining moments in the sport's history. Cheryl Miller knows greatness. She doesn't just recognize it, she helped define it. With that, here we go. This is Cheryl Miller. Show the floor, the Hall of Famer who once dropped 105 points in a single high school game, who led USC to 2 NCAA titles, and who pioneered women's basketball into primetime relevance, recently made headlines of her own, not with a shot, but with a statement. In an electrifying interview on Game Time Tonight, Miller did what few dared. She drew a bold, compelling comparison between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, the WNBA's two most polarizing rookies, and the iconic NBA rivalry of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. And just like that, the basketball world took notice. It's not just a rivalry, it's a revival. When I watch Caitlin and Angel, Cheryl Miller began, I don't just see two rookies. I see a movement. I see Bird and Magic, version 2. Only this time, it's women leading the charge. That sentence hit the airwaves like a full-court buzzer beater. Miller wasn't being casual. She meant it. Bird and Magic weren't just great players, she explained. They were opposites, they were icons, and they were catalysts. They saved the NBA from mediocrity. And what Caitlin and Angel are doing right now? They're giving the WNBA the same jolt, the same cultural oxygen. She wasn't wrong. Two titans, two worlds. Caitlin Clark, the Iowa-born golden girl with the sniper's range and a highlight reel that never stops. Cool, surgical, stoic. Her game is poetry, written with a jump shot. Every pass is a chess move, every step back three a cinematic moment. Angel Reese, the Baltimore-bred powerhouse, a walking flame of intensity, emotion, and unapologetic swagger. Her hustle is relentless, her trash talk, legendary. She thrives in the chaos, turns rebounds into war cries, and refuses to be anything but herself. Bird versus Magic, that was the soft-spoken Indiana shooter versus the flashy Michigan passer. Caitlin versus Angel, it's the same gravity, only now the cultural dynamics are richer. The stage is global, and the stakes are generational. and Cheryl Miller sees it all with crystal clarity. A rivalry rooted in respect and fire. People think they hate each other, Cheryl said, grinning. But that's lazy. That's not the story. It's competitive respect. It's the best kind of friction, like flint and steel. They make sparks. Indeed, from college to the pros, every time Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese share the court, the game feels supercharged. Their 2023 NCAA championship duel drew more viewers than the NBA Finals game airing the same weekend. Their first WNBA matchup this season, standing room only, record-breaking viewership, and a Twitter storm. They don't need to throw punches or post selfies together. Their rivalry lives in the game, in eye rolls, in block shots, in stare downs and silent nods. And that, Miller says, is what makes it magic. A league transformed. There's something happening now that I haven't seen since my playing days, Miller continued. Little girls aren't just watching basketball, they're watching rivalries. They're picking sides. They're invested. That's how a league grows. The WNBA, once disparate for mainstream attention, now finds itself in the spotlight daily. Every move Clark makes trends. Every statement Reese gives sparks headlines. Their jerseys are flying off shelves. Ticket prices have skyrocketed. And yet, their presence is doing more than selling merch. It's forcing conversations about race, about gender, about equity, about how women athletes should be allowed to celebrate, to show emotion, to be both fierce and feminine. Just like Bird and Magic elevated basketball beyond the court, Caitlin and Angel are reshaping the cultural lens through which we view the women's game. The fire beneath the fame, both rookies carry pressure most veterans never touch. Clark has been scrutinized for everything from her all-star votes to locker room tensions. Reese has been called arrogant, emotional, too loud, terms that echo with coded double meanings. But through it all, they perform. They show up, they make you care, and Cheryl Miller, who battled for visibility in an era where women's sports barely had a shadow, sees them not just as stars, but as warriors. Angel and Caitlin are cut from the same cloth, whether they like to admit it or not, Miller said. They want to win, they want to lead, and they know exactly who they are.